welcome back to another story time. I'm so glad the last one went so well. You'll love the Japan story about the Kanjo racing, and today it's almost like a carry on from that because it's another of the moments that stood out from that Japan trip for me. It was pretty goddamn amazing, and it still to this day is my favourite day I've ever had involved in cars. It was absolutely phenomenal. I loved every second of it, and I'm here to tell you all about it. But first off, before we jump into that, please make sure you have subscribed to the channel, and check out a few of my other videos after this one because I know how much you're gonna enjoy it. So let's just let's get into it. We're gonna have to do a little bit of backstory again. So when I got to Osaka in that night, and we went out and had this delicious meal. It was absolutely beautiful. This sushi. JP from Work Wheels was there to do the translating. Kazoo and the rest of the Osaka JDM family, and we went for this meal, and it was absolutely, oh, the food was top notch. It was so good, and yeah. And while we were sat having this meal, JP said to me, what are you doing Sunday? I've got a drift day I'm going to go on. If you want to come down and watch, take some photos for the blog, get some video for your YouTube, that'd be cool. And Kazoo was like, no, he's with me. And I was like, I guess I'm with the main man. And JP was like, alright, no, cool. I had no idea what we were doing. He was like, track day. And I was like, alright, cool. I'm well up for going to watch some Hondas going around the track. Should be real sick. Circuit in question was Nakayama. And yeah, it was really cool. I was like, got told we were going to go, and I was like, alright, sweet, sounds good. I didn't know what car we were taking or nothing, so leading up to when we got, Kazoo had said to me, I want you to come to my friend's shop, and we need to prep the car we're going to be using. Now, this car we were going to be using was a Honda Civic EF9, and it was an ex-Kanjo car about 20 years ago. Kazoo's recently bought it, and he was going to use it as like a shop car to demonstrate his Osaka JDM products on, such as coilovers, steering arms, etc. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll come and film down there. And that shop was called Aslan, and that is the shop that builds some of those crazy big wide body EG real smart time attack cars, and they are also the people that I bought my Volk wheels off. So they are Aslan edition, so it was that shop that had those T37s made that you'll see on my Civic. So we were there, and I thought, because me and Kazoo are similar heights and weights and stuff, that he was just using me to kind of get the car right. So we were working on this car, had a lot of fun, and it was a really good day to remember. And we borrowed their shop truck, which is one of those sick ones that makes the car come down like that. It was fucking gangster, mate. If I could have one of those, that'd be like the dream Japanese import. Fuck your R34 GTR. Man wants a lorry with a moving boot. Yeah, get up super early. I think I got up at 3 AM that next day. I was struggling hard. Down to Kazoo's shop, 5 Mart, sick. Get there super early. We head to McDonald's for McDonald's breakfast. It was so good. And then we headed in, and we got to the Nakayama area. I don't know exactly where it was, I'm really sorry, but like we were just at a Shell garage up the road from that, and there was like a spoon wrapped EK driving around, and like some more of the no good cars were there, and it was really cool atmosphere. I was like, wow, this is like super cool. Like, this is really bizarre. Like, this is dope. Like, this is like one of these moments where I was like, I have to absorb all of this. This is the only time this is ever going to be like this. You know, like, I think I'm very hyper aware of situations that I'm in, and sometimes I'm like, I know this is going to be a special day, so let's just take it all in. Cracking on, we get there, get the car all unloaded, and go around and have a look at some of the other cars. They were, oh, it was so cool. There's this one car that really stood out to me. It was a black EAT. I think it had like, it's 5 something written down the side of it, but I'm sure I have photos and stuff that I can post above this, but like, oh, wow, that was so cool. So the way the track day worked, it was track session, drift session, track session, drift session, track session, drift session. Okay, so it was really cool. There was like a bunch of little K cars there, a lot of Hondas were there, Team No Good Racing, there was some of their drivers there. One of the bosses, I think, as well. I don't quote me on that, but I think. Yeah, they were in their EK9s, and I was like, I was just chilling, man. Like, it was super fucking chill. And then Kazoo come up to me and he went, driver's license. What? No, I don't have it with me. I left it in my room. What the? I was like, he went, okay, I saw it. I was like, alright, like, alright, cool. I'll hold tight then, my dude. So we're waiting, and then this other guy, who's one of Kazoo's friends, came up and just gave me a helmet. And then Kazoo was like, I've sorted it. Come on, you're going to be passenger. And I was like, alright, cool. He's got me a passenger band. Sick. So we go out and do a passenger lap, a couple of passenger laps. Kazoo's some driver as well, man. I was buzzed. I was like, wow, this is crazy. You'll all know by now I'm a terrible, terrible passenger. So I wasn't having that great of a time. I just once again knew that this moment was special, so just take it in. So I'm like, okay, cool, this is pretty good. And we get in, and then Kazoo goes, sit, sit. So I sat. Bear in mind, there's very little of the same language being spoken here. It was all very broken English on their behalf, and then Google translated Japanese on my behalf. It was really like, it was hard, but cars are like an international language, so if any of you are considering traveling on your own, you will be able to get by out there. It will be a bit difficult, it'll be a bit new and like, whoa, this is crazy, but like you can get by. Everyone is so lovely for the most part in the car industry out there, so yeah, it was great. Yeah, so I get in, strap myself up. He passed me my helmet, so I get myself in the car, get myself strapped in the harness. Ready, I think you're ready, Kazoo, for a great day. I'll go get some photos, and he just shuts the door, and he goes, 110, you must do a lap time faster than 110. I was like, by end of the day, 110. Your man does a 107 straight away, baby. Oh, yeah. We go out in this car. And it was the funniest fucking track day I've ever been on, and I'll explain why. So in England, our track sessions are all run by people that just weren't cut out to do proper motorsport. So they all think they've got that like attitude of just, oh god, they're unbearable. You can tell they all have like jackets of the brand of car that they have, that they take to their special little fucking Sunday lunches, and I have to be in their exclusive little club to be a part of, like, if you haven't got one of your race licenses, you're nobody. One of them sorts of fucking douchebags. They're the sort of pricks that for the most part run UK track days. Whereas in Japan, I saw one marshal on this whole track event, okay? And this is how he was sat for the whole thing. Your man didn't give a fuck! And you know what? I think that was one of like the most refreshing things. There was no noise restrictions. It was just these Civics with straight through exhausts, okay? There was the No Good Racing. Some of the members of No Good Racing were there. I got to go out on track with some No Good Racing members, and it was just fucking mental. It was just one of the best memories ever, and I tell you what as well, this track was like cut out. It was a little tiny track built for Hondas. You could just tell like there was an Evo going around that did not stand a chance against some Civics. It was so good, and the atmosphere there was just so relaxed. The cars were also fucking cool. There was a yellow EG there, and obviously now I can explain, like, because I have a yellow EG. When just seeing that bits around, I was just like, oh man, it looks so good. I even have that photo somewhere massive. This photo I took on that day, and I had it blown up and put massive, as you can see here, and I think now I'm single again and I can have realistically whatever I want on my walls again. I'm gonna put this back up and have it somewhere in the living room to remember this by, because this was legitimately the best day of my life, I think, when it comes to anything involving cars. There was just so many cool cars, and the places, you can see this is like, it's just so worn and raggedy and just old and shit, and I think sometimes when a racetrack is just breathing history and it's breathing, like, there's just something about circuits, isn't there? It's just like, so much has happened here, but no one may never know about it. And it's like, oh, it was just such a vibe, and it was so much, just such a buzz, and so good. It was just so good, and it was just a day I wanted to explain. And once again, thank Kazoo from Osaka JDM for this memory. Like, it was so sick. I can remember just going around and thinking, I just want to impress these guys. And there was one time where I was chasing, there was two EK9s that were part of the No Good family, and I was chasing them, and I was keeping up for the most part of 3 or 4 laps before I got stuck behind a fucking Evo. It was great. It was just one of them memories. It was just fucking sick, and everything about it was just like, number one, I did not expect to even be going out driving. I thought I was just going for photos. Number two, before I got to Osaka, I didn't even know I was going to this. Number three, I got to create these friendships with people that I never would have normally crossed paths with. And number four, it was just fucking fun. And I think that's what I never want to lose when it comes to cars. Like, these days where they're meant to just be pure enjoyment, pure fun, and I hope you guys get to experience. It doesn't have to be on some crazy racetrack in Japan. You can do it everywhere with your friends. Just, if you're doing stuff with cars, enjoy it. We're all gonna die, so let's just make sure while we're here, we're having fun, we're making friendships, creating bonds, and having a great time. I want to thank you all very much for listening to this story. Like, I don't know if I've gone into enough on this, but like, it was fantastic, and getting to go around the track, and I'll just add some clips in again so you guys can see. But if anybody wants to support the channel, we've got merch left still. We're gonna be doing a new run of stuff very soon, so this will never be coming back. It's the last chance to get the 10-year merch, and they're all on sale, $12.99 down from 20 quid. So get a big saving. We're still shipping out twice a week with this Corona stuff going on. So if you want to show some love and support, please head over to 61.com, grab some of your clothing, accessories, and all the rest of that stuff. And yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It'd mean a lot. The next video you're going to see is going to be one with the yellow Civic, and we're back on the EG hype. So make sure you got that bell turned on, baby. Follow me on Twitter as well. Why not? Right, I'll see you guys soon. Please stay safe. Let's get this over and done with. Another 3-week extension on this shit. Fuck, like, I'm just so ready to get back out in the cars now and go and have some fun and see everybody again. So let's get this done. I was gonna say have fun, but like, right, see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.